Okay, so
It just depends on what it is. There wasn't a lot that would needed to be cleared, to be honest with you. But if something came down, like if it was a older song that wasn't a part of his
yeah,
Columbia catalog,
gotcha.
then I would be clearing it or whatever. So can have I cleared most of what I would clear would be my name, but if they put Boosie name on there, I would just sign Boosie name or um in that case.
Mm. So, n- n- have you had the conversation with Blue to say, "Yo, Blue, listen, if you offering Boosie 2 million, nigga, give me 2 million
Nah,
too.
nah,
Why
nah,
not?
nah, because
He's offering 2 million.
that ain't
You don't want the 2 million?
nah, but that's just not me, bro. Nah, that's not it. I if Boosie get if he gives Boosie 2 million, I would I would expect Boosie to pay me and take care of me. That's what I would expect, bro. I'm being honest. I ain't acting like I'm more than I am. I ain't acting like I'm less than I am. I'm telling you what our relationship is.
Have you seen the books? In terms of, I know you said an audit, right? But you know,
No, man, because
have
look,
you seen royalty
no,
quarterly
no,
statements?
I haven't.
Have you seen anything to do with Empire? Like for example, if Empire's wiring over in advance to Blue, clearly they're not, which technically according to your production agreement, which I think I completely understand what Boosie was saying with that. There should have been a letter of direction sent to Empire to say, whenever you cut Young Blue, $100,000 is going to be 50 to him and 50 to Badass. So if they've never paid Boosie, Boosie's left in the position of saying, "Nigga, give me my money," or if he can't get his money back that way, he's gonna be like, "I gotta sue you." So have has any type of either statements or any type of um when Blue's getting advances, are you guys privy to that? Do you
Nah, you
guys get parts of it at
nah,
all?
you're okay. Um, I honestly haven't looked at that contract in years. I
Why not?
honestly haven't looked at that contract in years, to be honest with you, because it's been such a like we've been fighting for 3 years. You feel
That's
me?
what the whole stink is about now. You got to look
I
at
have
it
I
now.
no listen now listen now listen, bro. I do not know if I do not know if if Badass gets a piece of advances.
Well, listen, I don't know your agreement, but in standard
Yes,
production agreement, you get
it was.
50% of every advance,
I
every
know, but it was restructured. It was restructured. It was restructured as a profit split. It was
and,
restructured as
and
a
by the way,
profit split, and I understand. I understand what
and,
you're saying.
hold on.
What
By the
I'm
way, by the
saying
way,
is, I do.
let's go to
What I'm saying
TV
is, I
real
do
quick.
not know if that includes advances.
No good
Um,
lawyer would do it
because
if it didn't include that. Play this. Let's go to TV land. Let's go to whatever. Right? I just interviewed Lemuel Plummer, the guy who owns Zeus. When again, you agree that it's a production deal. The production company, like for example, if you're gonna, let's say Squid Games, it's probably made by a production company. For them to make
I
it, the
understand what you're
number
saying.
one thing they need from Netflix is money. Like no company with a production deal would say, "Hey, I don't know if we are entitled to no." Y'all create the records. The
Um,
record label gives you the money.
no, no, no. Listen.
Go ahead.
All right. I should have stopped you.
Mm.
You're the one saying that we have a production deal. I never said that we have a production deal with Blue. We the way the Columbia deal overrode the Badass deal,
But you had to sign
right?
off on that. That's a
So,
fact.
huh?
Okay, when I'm saying production deal, I'm saying production deal
I know
because
what you're
you guys
saying.
you
You're
guys don't
assuming
have
that if
enough
you,
assets to actually be a label. So put it like this: a nigga in the hood, when they sign a rapper, they're not a label, but they could call themselves a
I
label.
know what
But
you're
it's
saying.
usually just a production deal. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's a production deal. Of course, y'all was trying to be a record label. My thing is that you have him in a deal, right? You have him in a deal. The whole point of this, is to get the money. Okay, cool. You go to Colombia. I'm pretty sure y'all had some type of conversation. Colombia says, "Hey, check this out. Yo, we don't want to have to always come to y'all for blah blah. We want to override y'all on certain shit. We want to own blah blah the master, whatever. Y'all come to some type of agreement, and you have to sign off. Why? You own Blue. Blue signed to y'all. Blue can, again. It's like Meg Thee Stallion with 1501. We own
No,
you,
but that's a
motherfucker. We
different
don't care who
situation.
you do a deal with. So again, you guys had to
That's a
allow
different situation.
you guys had to allow Colombia, right? And from my understanding, y'all allowed Colombia to rock, but then wouldn't count those projects. It was supposed to be like I forgot the exact what I was hearing from either number one Blue and also Boosie. So, but y'all had to allow that to rock. The Empire situation, y'all also came up with another agreement. This one was non-exclusive, but it still required a
No,
profit
not, no,
share.
no, no, no.
Okay, go ahead.
No, not with the Empire agreement. No, man. So we restructured. You're assuming that the deal that we restructured is very favorable to us. When we did the deal, we had two things against us. Boosie didn't give a fuck and wasn't willing to do much. He didn't care. And the other thing that was against us is Boosie. He could have easily got out of our deal. Okay, so everything that you're saying totally makes sense. The only thing that I'm saying is I don't want to speak wrong and say that we are entitled to your advance, to Blue's advances. If that is the case, okay, if that is the case, then the logic would be that Badass should have got a piece of maybe like a meal or two based on whatever advances Empire gave.
And also
I
maybe
just
royalty
don't
share.
know 1,000% that is the case.
TQ.
You understand what I'm saying?
TQ. For other people who are going to listen to this conversation later, you do understand how ridiculous they're going to think this sounds. This whole week, Boosie, you, and Blue been trending about this deal, this one
Right.
contract. And this is your third time talking about it. And you're telling me you don't know what's in the contract? You ain't look at it in a while? You gonna see? You understand why people might be like, man, I don't know if he telling. Like, we're all talking about why Boosie. This deal is why Boosie feels he's entitled.
Which is why Boosie what?
This deal or this restructuring is why Boosie feels he's entitled, or, well, he claims it was a forgery or whatever. Regardless, you guys owned Blue, right? And when I mean own, I'm all right. People should understand my terminology.
No, that's how artists feel, bro. Never signed to rapper.com, bro.
So wait, you haven't even checked to see what Badass the company. Remember, you are right now. I'm looking at Badass the company. You're the only registered agent. You're telling me you haven't checked in this whole last week.
Everything is in limbo. Everything is in limbo, bro. Okay. Everything is in limbo. I've been fighting a lawsuit with Boosie up until 2 days ago.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have not been trying to make money off of Badass. Everything has been in limbo, to be honest with you.
Okay.
It's not making, and the thing is, I have still been hoping that Boosie and I can get on the same page to go see what is owed and what's not.
And
I've had my attorney working on
I agree with that. And I agree with that because it looks like Empire seemingly has not paid out anything to Badass the company. I guess I was asking your disposition to that, I guess you're saying, well, you think they owe something, you just
Okay.
don't know
My
what.
disposition, my disposition to that is this: in order for the restructured deal um to really benefit us, other than we're not ended up with nothing by him getting out of his contract with us, we needed to be a label. We needed to be on top of it. We needed to be on top of the budget. We needed to watch the money because our stake is in the profit. However,
Yeah.
when Boosie is not shoulder to shoulder with me, going in, demanding things, when he's saying that I can't speak to them, he didn't agree to this, he don't know about this, y'all owe me money, fuck you, fuck Blue, I am unable to do any of the things that I should be doing in order for us to eat off this shit.
And
I can like it's just not and this is the thing. Boosie is also respected by a lot of these people and feared by a lot of these people that we are in business with. So if Boosie say don't talk to fucking TQ, that's what the energy is.
okay.
I don't have time to have my attorney send over, hey, look, this shows that TQ can do this. Like that's I don't need like I don't have time for that. That just ain't where I'm at.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
well,
just ain't where I'm at. I have other shit going on.
here's the thing though, but listen, Boosie, who respectfully, I think and you've said it yourself, Boosie's the bag. Boosie, who's a multimillionaire, seems very pressed about the money, and you, who's supposed to have some profits of this money, is saying you ain't pressed about it. You got other shit going on.
I'm not pressed about. I'm not. No, I'm not pressed about it for that reason.
Okay.
The thing is, I know that, man. I just know that it's nothing to just audit.
TQ, I'm gonna be honest.
The thing is,
this is what I believe.
The thing is, I'm trying to do everything, brother. The thing is, I'm trying to do everything with Boosie. I'm trying to do everything with Boosie. I'm trying. That is the holdup. That's the holdup on everything. I'm waiting on this nigga to come to his sentence. I'm waiting on him to finally, I see him talking about he getting anger management. I'm telling my mama, man, call him on three-way. Like he might be, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this shit. Let's talk about what we need to do on our end to get this bread and see where we are with this deal. As soon as I call him, man, it's straight screaming and yelling and all of this shit. Like bro, I'm being honest when I say I've been trying not to do things without Boosie. You feel me?
Yeah.
I've been trying not to do things without Boosie.
Yeah, TQ.
So if I'm lacking on anything,
yeah,
it's not because I'm trying not to go get a M. I'm trying not to go get $1 million off the old shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to go get money without him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to snake him like he's trying to snake me.
Yeah.
Nope. So that's what it is, bro. And the reason why I said, man, the reason why I don't want to speak on this because one, it's embarrassing because it's going to show how fucked up of a person Boosie is, and it's going to show how bad our business is. And the other thing is, I don't want to talk about this, especially the business part, when we've never had a conversation as men and as family to say what the problem is, what he feel like I did wrong, what was fucked up. He's never given me that conversation.
Yeah.
So I never wanted to come out and talk about how sloppy our business was until Boosie dry snitching, trying to send me to jail, talking about forgery. That is dry snitching. That's not gangster.
Yeah. No. I get you on that. So,
bro, I can't make it what it ain't, bro. I can't make it. I can't make myself look good in this situation. I'm just telling you what it is. This is some shit between brothers. Blue has minimal fault in this. I would say that Blue has minimal faults in this. Blue is getting caught up in some brother business that they can't get on the same page, bro. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And I can't find I can't justify nothing Boosie doing at this point.
Yeah,
Straight clown.
Yeah, all right. So here's the thing too, which by the way, I feel like sometimes you argue against Boosie, but y'all are the company. Even if Boosie didn't put up any money, I mean, y'all could argue that in court. If he is owed 50%, Mace didn't, with all due respect to Mace, I heard Mace didn't do too much for Fabio Foreign. When Columbia, I believe it was Columbia, when Columbia started cutting them checks for Fabio, he was still getting 50%. So it like I even see Blue making that point to say, hey, you didn't do much. Granted, that might be true, but you signed the contract, right? Which if it says 50%, 50% is 50%. What I think, what I think might be happening here is the mere fact that Blue is offering Boosie $2 million, somebody know Boosie's owed some money. I think that $2 million is probably, hey, listen, first of all, Boosie knows he has the leverage. That's why he's wilding out. People love him. He could say shit loudly that people will believe him.
He has leverage in the court of public.
Yeah,
he don't have no leverage, bro.
No. But that does matter.
He don't have no leverage.
No. That does matter because it affects it. How does it not? It affects Blue's career. Boosie.
What you mean?
If basically Boosie gets online every day and says, this guy who y'all like is a fucking snake who I helped, and he's fucking me out of millions of dollars after I put him on. If he says it every day, you don't think that affects Blue's career? This is really bad for Blue,
right? You feel that way, and I just don't. I mean, bruh, what I'm offering is the other facts, and with the other facts, I feel like it's not hurting Blue at all. I think it's actually hurting Blue because it's getting to Blue. However, it should not hurt Blue. I believe that Blue, like I said,
TQ, you capping right now. Blue announced today that he's pushing back his tour. He's taking time off for all the shit going on with his wife and also what's going on with Boosie. He's canceling a tour. It's affecting him. Come on, brother.
That's not affecting Blues fans, man. That's not. Look, bro, I've built both of these fan bases. I'm partially responsible for building the entire badass community. Like, I've strategically always built this shit, right? And maintained it. And I totally understand Blues fan base. That is not the reason why the tour is being canceled. However, it is taking an emotional and it's taking an emotional negative effect on Blue. But what I'm saying is, I want you to look at it this way. If you're saying that Boosie's actions online and what he's saying online affects him, that is another reason why Blue would have been able to get out of his contract with Boosie, because you know how much stuff Boosie has done online to hurt the careers of his artists? When you get online,
you're making an argument for Blue to get out of the contract, but that's not what Blue is saying. But Blue himself is saying
no.
Listen, it's two different things. Like, for example, like I remember this happened to Gucci Mane. When Gucci Mane went to jail, a lot of, especially his management contracts, they're void because usually there's actually a legal term where it's like if you can't physically perform your duties, like you pretty much that contract's null and void. When it comes to Boosie and when it comes to Blue, the argument you're making that Blue could get out of this contract, he's not making that. You know what he's saying? Bro, I offered you money. That don't sound like a nigga who thinks Boosie deserves nothing.
No.
He's saying, I know you deserve something. I just think it's my number.
No.
$2 million.
Yeah, but this is the thing. just because you solid and you trying to, just because, like, Boosie is absolutely deserves something. We're not saying that. What the truth is, Boosie is being greedy. Boosie is now asking for the $2 million that Blue offered him after he shitted on the $2 million.
Well, he's asking. Well,
And
he was asking for
shitted on
10
Blue.
million. He was asking for 10 million in the lawsuit, but I think that number is inflated because I think he hasn't seen the books of
Exactly.
Empire, and he's saying, "Well, I never seen the books." If you're gonna first, every negotiation. If you're offering me $2 million, like nigga, it's probably 5 in there, right? Come on now.
Yeah, but
like if you just jump out the window like, here's $2 million, I'm gonna be like, nigga, you know damn well you owe me at least 4.
Okay, but look, what happens when you look at the books and you ain't owed nothing? Who's the fool?
Okay.
I guess that's a risk everybody willing to take.
And you're completely right. And by the way, notoriously, this is how record labels do. Yeah, you see all them records that's big with Drake this and third.
Exactly.
By the time they done doing their math about expenses this and third, ain't no fucking profit, okay? That's how they do it. Ain't no fucking profit. So no, I understand that too.
But AK, let's look at this another way. All right? Let me tell you how I am. If I know that I only spent 20,000 out of my own pocket on you, and 3 years later you're offering me $2 million, somebody do the number on that return on investment.
Nah, you can't do that. Nope.
And
nope. You can't do that.
And I have a whole. And it's not even my main hustle. It's not even my main revenue stream.
No, you can't do. Listen, you're doing what the white man does. Hold on, what you just did right there is what.
That.
No,
I ain't doing what the
what
white
you
man
just
does.
did was what the white man does. Because put like this, if at Drake's lowest moment, right before he popped, I gave him $20,000 that bought him studio time. That hold on. That allowed
Drake to nobody.
No, hold on. I'm using him as an example. It could be any other artist. I could say Lil Baby or whatever the case is, right? If I gave you that money that spurred your career, you can't tell me how much my return should be. My $20,000 basically made, even if it made $2 billion, I'm entitled to without my $20,000, you wouldn't have got $2 billion. So let's talk about that. So again, I can't, like, obviously we could be like, yo, be happy with the $2 million. I think Boosie genuinely feels. I think Boosie genuinely feels if he didn't do what he did and didn't put that cosign to Blue or whatever, like, I'm not too sure exactly what everything he did, but he feels that was quintessential to Blue's success, and I can understand why he's saying, nigga, you ain't gonna devalue me by just giving me a dollar amount and that I should be happy with. I want my percentage of that shit.
Man, I'm gonna be honest. The dollar amount that Blue offered to him was only because Boosie couldn't tell him what he wanted. That is just Blue. I think I can come up with this. It wasn't gonna be no flat $2 million. Blue was gonna still have to figure out a way. That is Blue just trying to appease Boosie. That is what that is, man. That's what that is.
I spoke to Blue, and when I interviewed him, he had said this. I think it was on camera, but if it was off, like, he pretty much have already said most of this shit publicly already. He said, Boosie thinking I'm getting more money than I'm getting. And what that tells me is that Boosie he's never seen the books. Now, here's the thing, though. If I see you buy a private plane, nigga, you living like a fucking king. Your record's still going up. I'm seeing a lot of success happening. Yeah, I might think $2 million is you undervaluing. $2 million ain't half to me. Nigga, you done bought a private plane. Nigga, you can't just give me $2 million. It's said in the contract I deserve half. So if you buying private planes, you got all type of shit. You just built a fucking university at your crib. You're giving me $2 million and I'm supposed to be happy? No, nigga, let's go by the contract.
Bro, I understand. Boosie has every right to feel like he feels. Like, about Blue, about Empire, about whoever, and don't make him right. Okay, and I believe that he's wrong. I believe that the way he's gone about it is wrong, and that's just what it is, man. Like that's
How
just what
could
it is. Like what you guys are, what everybody is seeing the last 3 weeks is who he is. It's how he feel about people. It's how he feel about family. It's how he does business. You think you're dealing with a reasonable person, and like many of our icons, all of our favorite celebs, we're not. He's not reasonable. Everything that you thinking that he should know, he does not. Everything you saying that he should feel, you closer on that part because he's very emotional.
mm,
So it just is what it is. We're not dealing with a reasonable person in business or in just personal relationships.
yeah.
I'm not dealing like that's my only brother, but that nigga he does not process things the same way. He don't forgive the same way. He don't remember the same way. Like it's some deep rooted issues between him and I that's rolled over into business. What you're seeing, and I haven't spoken in over 16 years of doing this, of working with him, okay?
Hmm.
And what you're seeing in the last 3 weeks is who he really is. It's who he really is.
Would you
And
would you ever work with him
I'm the
again?
only one that's still I'm the only one that's still trying to huh?
I was saying,
What you say?
would you ever do business with him again? Because it was interesting in the midst of him filing a lawsuit against you. I heard you say something interesting. You said, Boosie, like, let's make another artist. And I was like, yo, the way Boosie's talking about you, I don't think Boosie don't really want to do
I
business
know.
with you, my
I
brother.
mean I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I've realized that the dream of us having
I
you
know y'all
know,
try, y'all you,
of
you
running a
said y'all was
record
trying to be
label as a
Slim and Baby.
family. Listen, look, that dream is Boosie ain't never gonna be right unless something happens in his life where he has to sit down and process everything like he had to do before. He ain't never gonna realize who's there for him. He's never gonna realize how to treat people when they're there for him. He's never gonna realize how you treat people when you're up until something like that happens. So, I mean, the way he's, the way he's,
What do you mean sit down and process shit? Like, what do
the
you
way.
mean, brother?
No, I'm just saying something is gonna have to slow him down to where he can't be distracted. He can't run the social media to get that instant gratification from his fan base to tell him that he's the realest nigga ever. That you so solid. Oh, when he can't do that, that's when he gonna realize. I think that's when he gonna realize like
It sounds
how
like you're
he's
saying
doing
that
people.
only
And
jail could make this nigga like come back to
when
reality.
when somebody when somebody holds him accountable, that's when he gonna stop doing the whole shit. To be honest with you.
Mm, mm-mm.
But this is the thing, bro. That's what I'm saying. The last 3 weeks is who he really is. The last 3 weeks is who he really is.
Mm.
Like the shit that he talking about with the cable guy, like calling me the cable guy, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Cause in his live, you posted his live.
yeah,
That
yeah.
nigga was the cable guy. All right, funny. I worked in sales while he was locked up.
Mm-hmm.
But I never installed cable. There's nothing wrong with having a 9 to 5. But you see how Boosie will lie and like try to downplay the average. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody doing some non-street shit, he'll try to downplay it as if they don't hold value. But this is why I feel like, man, he's so disconnected. He's so disconnected from why he's successful. Because I know our fan base to a T. And
Yeah.
most of our fans, most of Boosie's fans are either in poverty or just above the poverty line. So when you shit on people that work for the cable company or whatever, you don't even realize why you're successful, dog. Our product is the struggle. Our product is the underdog. Our product is getting it out the mud. But that's who he is. The way he treated dude at the Waffle House, he does not care about the livelihood of others. He in his head, man, I just gave you $100. I get that. That's rich nigga shit. Okay, bam. I just gave you $100. Cook this potato at what you call him. He is not. The only thing he's processing is I gave you $100 and other people don't give you $100. He's not
Yeah.
processing if you lose your job, this $100 ain't gonna go 3 days. And Boosie doesn't process that he not gonna take care of that person once they get fired for cooking his potato in Waffle House.
Mm.
He think that person is really wrong. He in his head, man, I can't believe he ain't do that for me. He does not care about the livelihood of others, bro. And it's the same way. It's even down to the street shit. Such and such, they'll take a charge for me. They're gonna take a charge for me. They're gonna take a charge for me. Are you even taking care of these people that took a charge for you? Do they have lawyers?
Mm.
Like, are you looking out for the niggas that's sitting for you right now? Like, bro, it's deeper than this shit, bro. Like, Boosie ain't keeping it solid. He's not keeping it solid, and I'm trying. I'm trying not to go where he going, but nigga, this is the truth. This is the truth. This how he is, and everybody can take what I'm saying in these little couple interviews or whatever, and do what they want with it.
Yeah.
Still support him for how he is. Still support him for how he is, or not. But Boosie needs to stand on. He needs to stand on. This is the person I am. This is how I treat my family. This is
Mm-hmm.
how I treat my artists. And just say I do it because I'm Boosie. Stand on that. Support Boosie because of that. Listen to his shit, jam his shit because of that. Don't. But we're gonna stop doing it because for years we've been covering up for him now.
Yeah.
There's no more covering up Boosie for Boosie. There's no more me putting fires out before shit made it to the internet. And before the internet, there's no more TQ. Hey, my professional connections. Hey man, you need to watch this dude over here. There's no more. Ain't no more of that. Everything since it's all Boosie, you go start another label. You go make another artist. You go get other deals. Show me you can do it without me. Show me you can stay free without me. Why you got a gun in your waistband? Who even fucking does that? Why you got a gun in your waistband with a tank top on in San Diego, in California, with some niggas you don't even know? These niggas could be confidential informants. These niggas could be watched, and they were being watched. That's why the fucking helicopter followed you straight from the video shoot. Like,
Yo,
like,
TQ,
do
my
all of
bad,
that
bro.
shit. Do all of
Do
that
you
shit on your own, bro.
do you
You
think
feel
do
me?
you think
That I'm just
Boosie
saying, bro.
do you think Boosie has been famous for too long, bro? To where he just forget about the little things?
Nah, he deserves everything that he has. He deserves everything that he has because he has the work ethic and he's put in the miles, like he's put in, so he deserves to be famous. And he's actually funny. He deserves to be famous. He's always in the studio, whatever. But the bottom line is he's burnt so many bridges. Just that's what fame does. Like I always say, man, ain't too much difference between a famous person and a homeless person. They both burnt so many bridges. The only difference between the famous person is they still got money. When they run out of money, it ain't gonna be nowhere to fall to. Boosie's isolated himself from uh every one of his peers as rappers. He's isolated himself from Atlanta. I don't know why any label would want to do business with him after how he's sued Warner Brothers, sued OVO, sued Empire, and dragged them through shit. I don't know why any other artist would want to sign with him. I mean, but niggas who shouldn't be signed in the first place, they'll sign with anybody. But what I'm saying is,
What's the future of
like,
Badass Syndicate? Because
um,
if Boosie's not part of the
once we,
company, if he's not working with you, if he's not the face of it, who's gonna sign
I'll
on to it?
probably, I'll probably dissolve the company, man. I
Hmm.
have my own company. Like I have, like I'll probably dissolve the company once we break bread, and I'll probably dissolve the company. I think Boosie should return to. He was originally Badass Entertainment prior
Mm-hmm.
to him going to jail. The rebrand idea was mine. The design of the logo was mine. The I've maintained everything. I've signed. The brand was the reason why it was rebranded was to sign artists that didn't sound and rap about the same shit as Boosie. That is what we did. With the biggest artist that we did it with was Blue. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That so all of that worked out. All of my everything that I intended to happen has happened. Boosie should revert to Badass ENT. Just revert to Badass ENT and do your thing, bro. Rock out. And my suggestion would be for it to be a management company because then you're not responsible for anything as far as financing anything, and you can get paid anything that you finance. You can get paid as long as they agree to that for that as long as it's an agreed upon expense. Like rock out. The
Yeah.
only difference Boosie would have to understand is managers can get fired. They're not your slave. That ain't you know what I'm saying. But that's what you got to do, bro. AK, you got to look at these niggas. When you start seeing people saying this is my artist, man, them motherfuckers really be thinking these artists are mine. They ain't talking about like you got to watch that, man. And Boosie is a great example of that. So any of these artists or people that's interested in being in the industry, listen to this. Make sure that who you signing to wants to make money with you and not off you.
Okay.
Boosie wants to make money off of people. He don't want to make money with people. He don't want his artists to have the same size house as him. He don't want his management or his team or his head of A&R. He don't want them to have the same car as him.
You
Because
think
the
Boosie's
first thing he gonna
jealous?
say is that nigga stealing. That's the first thing he gonna say. That nigga must be stealing.
Do you
Yo,
think Boosie's
TQ.
a jealous person?
Now, I want to ask you, TQ. Are you gonna be able to get that contract that you said you haven't looked at for years and really break down to the public
I got the
what's in it? And
contract. I,
if y'all was
I don't,
entitled to an
but I don't
advance,
even know if it's a place. I don't even know if it's a place for the public, bro. I
I
don't
ain't gonna
think
lie.
you
I
should
was
be
about to ask
showing
you to send it to
paperwork,
me. And I was about to ask,
huh?
I don't know if you could, but I was actually to send it to me. I was gonna break that shit down like a pound of weed.
Nah, I
Shit,
know
yeah,
you
I ain't
gotta
gonna
pay
yeah,
lie.
people
because
that
I
the
was
reason
gonna
why I'm
break that
saying
bitch
that is
down.
because
this,
By the time I'm done breaking it
I
down, y'all
know,
won't even
bro,
have
but
to go to court. By the time I'm done breaking that shit
I
down, y'all
know,
won't even have to go to court.
I know, I know, it's something that I don't want to do,
Yeah.
and it's an inconvenience to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
I get it. I get it.
but
It's a personal business.
I don't want to do it, bro. I really don't want to do that. That's not because then it's going somewhere where I didn't even want to go. I didn't even want to go here with a
Well,
lot of this shit, man. But I do
this is
want people
definitely
to know
going to
what it
court,
is and
though.
what it ain't with me,
Do
with
you acknowledge
Boosie.
that? This is
Um,
definitely going to court.
I,
Like, this is inevitably going to court. It has to. This is a dispute over millions of dollars, and unless Boosie just caves to this $2 million that was supposedly offered,
it's not even on the table no more.
okay,
I don't even think it's on the table no more because Blue and Boosie will never be cool again. Boosie has disrespected him. Boosie has
Boosie didn't go too far with the wife thing. I agree.
like he's gone too far with a whole number of things. Like he's gone too far for man, y'all don't even know, bro. Like understand anything that's online is worse offline, bro. That's
I could
all I'm
imagine.
saying. Like Boosie literally texted me today, man, fuck your family, nigga. My kids hate your kids. Like, nigga, like I don't even fuck with my mama because of you.
Damn.
Like, and I'm not gonna screenshot that and all of that, but man, like this shit is not supposed to be like this, bro. This is my
Boosie seemed
only
like
brother.
he seemed like he just
This
wanted
is
his
my
money by any
only.
means necessary, man. Man,
Huh?
TQ, thank you for trying to give us some clarity. Obviously, I think the reason why you've talked, and you could tell me if I'm wrong, the reason why you've actually done interviews and actually been open about shit is because, Boosie has a very persuasive voice. Like, Boosie's seen by a group of people like the voice of the people, the people's champ. And if Boosie does say somebody did it wrong, they're gonna go at that person. And I guess you try to speak up to be like, no, there's another side. And obviously, this still ain't gonna get litigated in the court of public opinion, but at least you could present your side for people to analyze, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I started speaking when he started live,
Yeah,
and by trying to imply that I did something illegal, this would be the second time that he did it. First
yeah,
time was the fraud stuff. So
mm-hmm.
it was the second time he did that, and that's that was it. And then when he was lying, claiming the forgery thing, that's another reason I started speaking. And then when he lied about running down and getting 30,000 out of Blue, I'm like, man, this nigga going way too far. And then I started feeling like Boosie was trying to mobilize his fans to do something to me, like to threaten my to threat to like to do something to me. You feel me? And to do something to me in Blue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Wow.
I felt like he started playing a dangerous game between dry snitching and trying to get his dumbass fans to do something stupid.
Mm.
So now, so from then on, I'm just like, all right, niggas need to know, one, this nigga lying. Two, this nigga don't know business. Three, this is how he treats his family,
Yeah,
all of his family. And four, man, this nigga really ain't working with me when it comes to the music business. Boosie has not had even a fucking hit since you removed Kirk, Mel, Mouse on the Track.
mm. I get it,
And
man.
the period went platinum, I think, either gold or platinum. That is with the baby, right?
Yeah,
And that song, first of all, that song fucking sucks. Two, I went and met with YouTube Music to, you know, to work out a partnership to make sure that bitch go.
Nah, yo, I would like to say, yo, hey TQ, I do
Like,
appreciate
man, come on, man.
Shakespeare. Yeah, no, I appreciate you and Shakespeare coming, telling your side of the things and shit.
yeah.
But I mean, I feel like, bro,
Yep.
y'all family, bro. Like, y'all gotta figure that shit out, bro. Like, y'all gotta get it right, bro. Like, ain't nothing bigger than family, bro.
Man, bro, fame is. I'm not famous, bro. Like I said, what did I tell you? These all of, when you can go on, when you can wake up in the morning and there's somebody always supporting you,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need family. You don't really need family. You don't need nobody. All you need is 24-hour support, where you know where you can go get it. You can just open up your phone, and there's support there. So that is the disconnect between what's going on. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but I appreciate y'all having me, bro. Hey, look, it's an honor, AK.
Yeah,
Since the beginning, bro. I love what you've done. I love how you stood on what you believe in, and just you know,
yeah,
when every time they tried to X you out,
yeah.
like
No, I
you a
appreciate.
motherfucker too, bro.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
keep
listen,
doing your
listen.
thing, bro. And
Whenever you
if you can think of anything, go ahead.
whenever you're in New York, I would love to. Like, again, I like these conversations, but not only just the stuff with you and Boosie. I think, you know, I think I've cultivated an audience that really care about hip hop, but they care more than about just a hot song. Like, they like even these conversations too. You get what I mean? Like
Yeah,
shit. Throughout all our platforms right now, we got over like 12, 13,000 people that's still listening, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. and they care
Yeah.
about some of these things. So music education and really educating people about the business of music, I'm really into, because I was once that fan that was just so like
Yeah.
I wanted to hear these conversations. Like I would have
Right. And
done
you want to
anything
know
to be it.
how things work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everybody wants to know how things work, and I'll be the first to say, like, I'm somebody that's behind the curtains when it comes to Southern gangster music. Like, I'm one of the, like, I've never done interviews, so hopefully one day if we can have another conversation.
Whenever you in New
The
York, I would love
what we
I would
talking,
love for you to be off the record. We could do it face to face.
man. Yeah, one more point I want to make, man.
Go ahead.
What we're talking about tonight is very personal to me, but the bigger picture, if we zoom out, is how much cap is in rap, dog, which is something I know you talk a lot about.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you see a artist, especially a big artist, screaming and hollering, "Oh, my label won't let me drop. Oh they fucking me out of this money." Man, it's more to it, bro. It's more to it. Artists usually have the leverage unless they've, like, it's always more to it. They just have
No,
the
that's a
voice.
that's a fact, bro. Like even we
So
gotta
that's what I want to talk
we
they
gotta
about
have
in
the
the future,
leverage
man.
of
Too much
having a
we
cap in
louder
gotta
rap.
chat.
voice.
We got a chat nigga. He go by Facts, and so
Yeah, bro.
he was managing an artist named Scar Lip. You feel me? And like, bro, like
Yeah.
he even had to take a L, like financially, like. So like, bro, the shit do get deeper than just being the face of everything and shit. So like, trust me, like the chat niggas, we get what you saying, TQ.
For sure. So
I
we out of
TQ.
here. 2:30.
No, definitely. Yo, TQ, you hit me on text. I'm gonna hit you back. All right. We'll continue conversation there. All right.
All right, man. Y'all be good.
All right. Respect, brother.
All right, peace.
Great. All right, beautiful chat. It is pushing 3:31. I'm probably gonna cut stream right now. I'm gonna hold you. So I gotta tell you. So I'm streaming early tomorrow. It's probably gonna be an early morning stream because we got shit to do. By the way, I love this conversation with TQ. Like, for all the pages and all the blogs or anybody who cares about the music business, there's so much to dissect from it. That's why I'm also not giving my full opinion. I just want it to be raw interview. Whatever you took from it, you took from it. Yeah, I thought this was good. I think we learned a lot of information. I think Boosie's gonna be reacting to this in the morning. I ain't even gonna lie. So I think we did a really good job. And I think even if you listen to this live, listen to this. If you care about that whole issue, listen to it again. You'll probably learn a few things or realize a few things. But whatever it is, case, we are not done with the Young Boy documentary, right? We're still skipping through it. We're trying to really come to some type of terms with what we could draw from it in terms of conclusion. Like with the King Von thing, there was an easy conclusion to draw. This one seems a little bit more difficult. So we're going to come back tomorrow early. We're going to be doing the Young Boy stuff, right? And then we're also, remind me, we got to do that story about the NBA player who fucking like fractured his girl's neck. I don't remember the dude's name, but that's on the table for in the morning. So I'm calling it morning, but it'll probably be like kind of afternoonish. So like maybe like 11 o'clock or something like that. You get what I mean? So chat, I appreciate you guys for watching. Shit, I can't even believe we have this many people at 3:30 a.m. on the East Coast. But salute to my people on the West Coast. Salute to my people who's down south, whether you're in another country, whether you're in South America, obviously the Caribbean, people in Europe. I appreciate all you guys. We will be back tomorrow. And if I did miss a topic,